All right. I believe it's your turn to do the intro, by the way. Just saying.
My turn.
Yeah, man. I
It's
mean,
always
I did,
someone else's turn.
but I did it last time.
Fine. Alright, everybody. Today is December the 15th and a Tuesday, like always. We always record on a Tuesday.
And we upload whenever it's ready.
We upload as soon as I get it done, but I have a full-time job, so it kind of takes a while. I'm sorry, guys.
I could probably do it,
no-
but I don't.
Yeah, pretty much. Welcome to PTT number 4?
That's right, number 4.
Number 4. We're going to talk a lot about, the tech that we usually talk about. We're going to squabble between me and Ango, just
Like always.
because we always squabble.
That-
Squawk!
I have a bit of a...
Say squawk.
I have my face.
Oh, that's right. You have your stupid little...
It looks pretty
Thug
good.
life.
I mean, it looks pretty gangster if I do say so myself. It's very becoming.
Oh.
And now
Doesn't
that I
make you
see
feel like a man.
now that I see myself, it's very noticeable.
Yeah. I'm wearing a hoodie because it's freaking cold.
I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, which I haven't done in a long time.
It's very cold in LA right now.
Yeah, I mean, unless you live in the Midwest or anywhere that isn't SoCal, it's
Correct.
probably colder.
Well, actually, no, dude. You know how hot Buffalo was? Buffalo was 71.
Well, I mean, damn.
Buffalo, New York. Yeah.
Well, damn.
That's right up there next to Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been cold in the Southwest, like colder than usual.
It's global warming, man. We didn't listen.
We didn't we didn't listen. We didn't listen.
We didn't listen. All right. Well, now that we're done talking about the weather, and I'm done fiddling with stuff on the desk. Oh,
Say
man.
squawk. Squawk.
Squawk. I like Valor. I've always played Valor, and then her rework. I'm not a very big fan of it, but I mean, it works. More
It
people
works, and
play
we
it.
won how many games? We were on a aren't we on a streak?
I don't think so.
I think so. I haven't lost a game with you guys, a Poro King game yet with you guys.
I didn't.
And I played with David twice,
you know
and I
what?
won
That's
twice.
right. We were supposed to lose that game.
Yeah, we still won it.
Actually,
somehow.
me and Paul, we played a game earlier. I don't know if it was earlier today or if it was yesterday.
Mm.
But we were not supposed to win that one either, and we managed to pull it through. I think I played Scion, and I just big dicked my way through it.
So, fair to say we're on a streak?
I think I've lost a couple.
Oh, okay. I haven't lost any, so I'm still on a streak.
You know what? There's a little mute feature on the mic. Super handy when I cough.
I told you.
Yeah, super handy. Now here's hoping that I didn't. Oh, you hear me, so it's good. I'm not just talking to myself.
Are you? Or do you want to, check your review again about that microphone feature?
Well, I mean, I still don't. I'm still not a fan of this not being able to be taken apart. But I mean, the mute is always nice. The other one that I had a mute on the headset itself,
That's true.
which was better. In
Well,
my
if it
opinion.
helps you in any way, I don't have a mute little thing anywhere on my setup.
My keyboard has a mute for audio. That's nice.
Yeah, same here, but it doesn't have a mute for mic.
Yeah. Well,
Not to Razer. Not to Razer. Please put a mute mic somewhere on the
I
keyboard.
don't think. I think it's very niche. But yeah, I mean, I could also just yank the cable out and. Call
Oh
it good.
yeah, that's gonna work.
Well, no, I mean, because it's I have the little creative USB thing on the keyboard itself, so I actually plug into the keyboard.
Well, yeah, but it's gonna freaking rip out.
No,
All right.
I mean
You say
it'll
so.
sound like it popped, but that's about it. Off topic. Let's start with the first one, and we're gonna start with phones, right?
Yeah, phones. Everybody has a phone. Everybody wants a phone.
Everybody has a phone. Everybody wants a phone. Today we're talking about batteries.
Everybody wants longer battery life.
Everybody wants longer battery life, and there's a
Yeah.
Chinese company. I believe called. I don't know how to pronounce it. Oukitel. Oukitel.
I would Oukitel. It's the
Oukitel, right? Yeah, something like
yeah.
that.
Usually the words sound like Spanish. They don't. Only English is the one with weird pronunciations.
Oukitel.
Oukitel.
I don't think it's that, but it's that company,
Okay.
and they're releasing a Android phone that boasts a 15-day battery life. Now, if this happens, we're gonna go back to our old Nokia 3310. It's just on for weeks on ends, and or some people find it in their closet or in their attic or something, and they just like turn it on and it still turns on after like 8 years.
And the Nokia 3310, to make sure that's the brick.
That's the brick. That's the
brick,
legendary
the
brick.
Got it. Damn, I missed that phone.
Yeah, same. Actually, we didn't have a 3310. They were actually really expensive for us. We got like this Ericsson. That it was still a brick, and it still did the same thing, but definitely not as popular. So, when this phone launches, if it launches in the States, of course, it would be on, like, I guess it's supposed to be the compatible to HTC's Titan 2, I guess.
Right.
And the Galaxy S6 active. Because both of those phones come with 3500 and let me see what. I'm sorry, I have to reread the damn article.
It's 3,000 milliamp batteries and 3450 milliamp
that's
batteries.
what it was.
But that only lasts about
a
a day.
So you guys can get like a perspective. Your phone, if you
10,000,
have a
yeah.
relatively new phone, you still only get a day's worth of battery life. This one's coming with a 10,000 megamp battery,
Right.
which is huge. And yeah, the phone's gonna weigh more because of it. But I'm okay with that.
But it depends. I mean, I don't think it could claim this 10 to 15 unless it doesn't scale linearly. If it does, then you're only seeing, what, 3 times the amount of...
Yeah. I mean, it
time.
can't. I mean, it really can't unless the phone itself is going to be underperforming compared to the other phones.
I have a feeling that they meant maybe, like, talk time. It doesn't say exactly
That's
what it
true.
is. It might be talk time.
But 15 hours of talk time is still a shitload.
You mean 15 days?
Yeah, whatever. 15 days. Sorry. Honestly, if it could be just 2 days, I'd be happy. 3 days,
No.
I'd be happy. I mean, if it was linear scaling, we're still talking about what? About
Right.
3 days.
Yeah,
which
that's still a lot.
Is a ton, especially for a smartphone. And it would be running Android's what was it, Marshmallow or something? I don't even know.
Marshmallow's a new one, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they run. I don't know what they do. And there's obviously phone specs on there, but that's beside the point of it being. It's freaking. I mean, 2 weeks.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
No,
It's gonna be
no.
like it's gonna be like 3 days.
Honestly, 3 days I'd be okay with regardless. That's way more believable. 15
Agreed.
days. I mean, it depends on how you use your phone, because I mean, I don't use my phone that much either. It's a Galaxy 4, and I mean, if I use it all day, it won't last me all day.
No, but it even says here, compared to the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 and the Huawei Nexus 6P, both phones last for roughly 1 day of standard use.
Right.
So I'm guessing that's on average, it lasts 1 day and it only has a third of the battery. So on an average day, I would say somewhere around 3 days. Hopefully, if it all works well, maybe 2 days. I'm really
If you're
on
like
people-
hammering on it.
correct. If people are hammering on it, maybe
mean,
1 day. If you're just gonna be streaming video.
Yeah. Hey man, but that's a whole day of streaming video.
Right, and that's already kind of a big deal.
Yeah, like honestly, my main issue with this though is the bigger battery. Like we've seen what lithium-ion batteries do whenever they get exposed to oxygen to the air, they just explode.
Correct.
So that would be something that I'd be scared of, because there have been reports of people who are not very bright.
Oh my god, like that that scooter thing, right?
The scooter thing? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, screw those scooters, man. Screw that, man. Come on. That's so
What,
dumb.
you don't like them?
Well, I mean, I hate them for starts, but like, I mean, in general, the concept is just dumb. It's just they're just segways with no handles, I guess.
Correct, and it makes people lazy.
Or, I mean, sorry, damn it, I forget to mute it. I mean, it's fine. They're so expensive, they're not worth it. That's my issue. They're not worth it. I mean, if you
How
go
much
down,
how much do they cost?
I'm not 100% sure. Last time I checked, they were like going for a few $100s, if not more.
So cheaper than an iPad or a new phone.
Maybe about the same price. I wouldn't buy one.
Yeah, me either. It just makes people lazier.
Even
It's
if
like,
it was
what-
under $100, I still wouldn't buy it.
Agreed.
Like if it costs as much as a shitty bike, I'd still not buy it, because
It's
it's
like,
like, dude, why? Just
We
walk.
like tech, but just not
It's
tech
like we
that's
walk faster than that thing rolls.
stupid. Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry.
I heard that
Yeah, you heard a little bit, but you didn't hear the whole ham.
pretty much.
uh,
So that's it's Chinese.
it's Chinese, and it's not guaranteed that it's gonna launch in the States.
That's true. It's guaranteed that it's gonna launch in Australia.
Yeah, so it's cool in concept. We'd have to wait till it actually launches before we say anything else.
Everything is cool in theory, except when it's not.
But yeah, like it's pretty cool. Like don't get me wrong, I would love it if my smartphone lasted 2 days, or the whole day of like good use.
But we'll see. Moving
Yeah,
on to phones, right? We're still on
Yeah,
phones?
let's just stay on the phones. Let's poop a little bit now.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the freaking Apple battery case?
Not like this. I want more battery life, but not like this. Not
No.
like this.
If anything, it just feels like they purposely chopped the regular iPhone at the knees and then decided to sell you a battery pack. That
Honestly, it just looks lazy to me. I mean, look at the it's their silicone case. It looks like all they did was they hit it with a heat gun and slapped the battery right there, and like crazy glued a battery on there,
right.
and like ran a little bit of wire down the side, make it look pretty, so that you didn't see it. But that's how it looks like. It looks like they hit it with the heat gun, slapped the battery in there, and are like, boom, there you go, more life. Buy it. It's got an apple on the back.
I guess they're trying to meet the demand that there is. They're trying to cash in on the demand for batteries and battery life. And I understand trying to make an all-in-one, but maybe they're finally realizing that people need more battery life, not thinner phones.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the screenshots, or sorry, not screenshots. If you go onto the article, it's on AnandTech.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, the bulge on the back of the battery pack is about 50% the size of the phone, so it's not even that much thicker. If you remember when the 6 was first launching, they were saying it's X amount of percent thinner than the 5, and then obviously the 5 said it was like 20% thinner than the 4. Looking at this, it might be the same thickness as the 4,
Correct.
And it's like, it's the 4. The 4S was like the only iPhone I would have considered buying at some point. And then that solves the other issue of, hey, maybe it's gonna bend.
Right. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna bend your phone with this battery pack in the back.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna bend your phone if you have a freaking case.
Right.
Which that's the issue. Nobody wants to get a case, so.
Yeah, and I hope that this is kind of they start realizing that we're gonna get bigger batteries. Consumers are okay with a bulgier iPhone. They don't want always the thinnest thing.
That's true. That's true. That's the other thing that I didn't consider until now.
Yeah, I mean,
if this sells, like if it actually sells, which honestly I don't think it should, but if it does,
it probably will.
Well, I mean, dude, fuck, just get a damn power bank. You can buy them at like Target.
I know, but people don't buy Apple.
They're gonna buy because
anything.
There's an Apple on the back. I get it. But like, if it does sell, then and if it sells well, one of two things gonna happen. Either they're gonna take the consumer feedback and be like, okay, they don't mind having a bulkier phone as long as we have a better battery. Or they're just gonna leave it super thin and keep selling this accessory on the side and make more money. So it's weird. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
it's got to be a thing where like everybody that does buy it gives it a bad review.
I think everybody that does buy it is gonna end up giving it a positive review because they're gonna be like, oh my god, I love the battery life.
No,
I love that it's still with the iPhone. I think that's gonna get lots of positive reviews, but
they gotta complain about the fact that it looks like shit.
Well, yeah.
Like that, that has to happen for them to legitimately, maybe take if they do take consumer feedback, which it's Apple, they probably don't. They're just like, this is the thing that we're selling, buy it.
You never know. Maybe they do take color. They do take computer feedback.
They have to, of course, but it's just troll equals troll. But if enough people that do buy it say they love the battery life, but they hate how it looks, but they use it because it's so, it's so functional.
Right.
Then maybe they'll just incorporate it in the phone and be like, okay, we'll just up the price of a phone, the iPhone 7S AA Plus or something. I don't know.
But they don't have to up the the price of the phone. No, they've always been able to keep it steady. So I'm guessing they're just gonna be able to do okay with putting better battery, bigger, a little thicker material. I really hope so. We're not gonna see it like you said in the iPhone 7 because by now that concept is probably already done, and
they're not the kind of people who would throw it away and start from scratch like most game companies.
Correct. We'll probably see it on the 7S as a new feature, or on the 8, or whatever the hell it's called.
Or the 7S Plus.
Yeah, whatever.
Because they're gonna keep the phablet type concept going. Like they're gonna keep that going.
Agreed. Yeah.
So that's definitely a possibility. Regardless, I'm still not getting this. I'll still stick to my little 4, which has this dollar store phone case, because I'm cheap.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna get the newer one because I like the iPhone. I really like the iPhone.
And I'll just fucking wait till they actually release Aura, man. It's gonna happen, and every day my hopes get lower and lower.
And eventually they'll get so low you'll give up.
Yeah. They actually said that the hype is gonna eventually die down, and they're just gonna stop caring for it. Like, so a lot of people just already brush it off as vaporware.
Yeah, and it's probably gonna be it, honestly.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's go on to some gaming, though.
Go for it.
All right. So, me and Con here, we've played a lot of games together, but the main ones are League and WoW. World of Warcraft and League of Legends. So, there's only a few other games that we've played together, or at least not together, but the same game of.
Yes.
So that we know what experience, or the shared experience. And that's Tomb Raider, the reboot, not the old ones, the reboot.
Correct.
Because I didn't play the old ones. I don't know if you did. I didn't.
The old ones, no. I honestly, I never got into Tomb Raider. I always thought it was a dumb franchise until
the reboot.
Yeah, until the reboot. I was like, wow, this game is actually really, really, really cool.
I had an N64, so that's my reason.
Well, my reason was, freaking GoldenEye was for 64.
My neighbor had GoldenEye, not me. We had Resident Evil, which was also only for 64 for a while. RE2, I believe, launched for. I don't remember how they did it. I had RE2 and Smash Bros.
I never liked Resident Evil games. I don't know. It's never my type.
I had Smash Bros. And Mario 64, which are obviously only for the Nintendo.
I had Smash Brothers, Legend of Zelda.
Oh, that's the other one, yeah. Legend
Mario,
of Zelda.
Yeah, Mario Kart. I had the other Majora's Mask. I had Majora's Mask. I think that's all the ones I had.
I think we had Pokemon Coliseum for a while.
I borrowed it. I thought it was stupid.
It was cool. It was cool because we had Pokemon Blue and the little pack on the back to transfer your game Pokemon to the actual game.
But I thought it was so dumb. I thought it was, honestly, when it came out, I thought it was gonna be a full-fledged like Pokemon Blue style game.
That's what I was hoping for too. And then it was just like, oh no, it's just menu and battles.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Lame.
I was bad back then, so it's not like I knew what a legit team was supposed to look like, how to balance an actual Pokemon and whatnot, or anything about EVs and IVs, which I do now. But I still don't know. I understand if you don't.
I still don't know anything. I gave up Pokemon after Blue. And I never played another.
That was a long time ago.
Oh no! I take it back. I gave it up after Silver with the Lugia, and
that's still a long time ago.
That was the last Pokemon game I had.
No, I still have my back here somewhere. Oops, Pac-Man's on it. I have all my my DSs up here, and each one has like its generation's worth of games. Oh, my SP is right here too.
You have way too many games.
And that has. Yeah, sorry. My SP's up there too, and I have Emerald for that.
Nice.
It's not in there. It's in the other DS, but fuck it, they're there. Anyway, Tomb Raider. After the reboot, it had a very, very, very bad launch for its sequel.
I know. I don't understand why they were hyping it. I saw it and it looked really cool, but I guess because of what the article said.
Fallout 4. No, it's just Fallout 4. It's like, dude, it's just Fallout 4, dude.
No.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's just Fallout 4, man.
I think it has to do like 60% Fallout 4, but also the fact that they made it Xbox One exclusive.
That
for
was a
little while.
That's a thing, but like when they first announced that it was going to be an Xbox exclusive, I was like, well, that sucks, but shit happens. Thing is, they can't really get, they can't really pull any information from the other consoles. Like, if you're just talking about Xbox One, Tomb Raider sales versus Fallout sales, I'm sure Fallout just shit all over them super hard.
No, yeah, of course. Fallout was more anticipated than Tomb Raider because Tomb Raider was pretty recent.
It's been years since people wanted another Fallout game.
Yeah.
I've never played one, but I know they're amazing. Well, kind of.
They're fun.
At least
They're
the other three, they sounded pretty cool. And so, that's I mean, it sucks for them. I feel like it's gonna happen again, not in the gaming field, but in the movie field. We're probably
Really?
gonna see the most brutal massacre of a movie at the box office ever this upcoming week. Or I mean, by the time people see this, this last week.
Right.
I mean, who in their fucking right mind decided, you know what's a good time we should launch the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie? The same day we launch Star Wars. That's smart.
Well, maybe
Good
they were
job.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they didn't plan it on being the same release date. It just happened to be like Alvin and the Chipmunks decided to put that as a release date.
I don't. Well, regardless, that's probably gonna be the most brutal, like, just murder at the box office this year or ever.
Yeah, probably.
That's so bad. I feel sorry for the whoever Alvin and the Chipmunks. Goddamn.
Well, the thing is that Alvin and the Chipmunks is probably going to be a yearly thing, and they're not going to stop.
Yeah, but I mean, you still got 2 more episodes of Star Wars if you follow the tradition.
But they're probably not going to be yearly. They're probably going to be by every other year, or probably every other year.
I don't remember what the prequels, how they launched. I remember I was in junior in high school. I was a sophomore in high school when the Phantom Menace launched.
Oh,
I remember everybody was like super stoked, and like they ditched class. And I live in a small town, so they actually still had like a drive-in theater.
Ooh, wow. And
yeah.
and the kids actually drove.
Yeah, everyone drove over there except for me.
Yeah.
And people were like sneaking in and shit. It was pretty great. I didn't watch it. I had other things to do, like sleep and stuff.
But,
I mean, if it was me now, I'd probably go watch it just because. Why not?
Right.
But at the time, like, I hadn't seen any of the Star Wars movies. I didn't see them until this year. All of them until this year.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, but now I've caught up, so I'm
correct.
To watch
and
it.
It's fresh on your mind too, so that's good.
Yeah, I'd like to do a marathon though before I watch the next one.
That's too much for me. I like Star Wars, but I'm not that huge of a fan of Star Wars.
I know, but I mean, it's fun.
Sure.
We could do a drinking game out of it or something. Then that'd be worth.
Agreed.
But yeah, so the other thing about the article, it says that they're gonna launch it early January.
Right.
Which they had said they're gonna launch it early 2016. I don't think January is considered early 2016 though. That's like 2016, like desperate early kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I think they're pushing it. They need the sales. Then
Yeah.
they're probably gonna release it as soon as possible, as long as they don't screw it up like they did with
Batman. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, dude, if they make a lazy port, it's gonna be so bad. You're gonna kill the franchise again.
Right. No, I hope they don't, and I'm looking forward to that game actually.
I mean, the good thing is that, since it did originally launch for Microsoft, and then it's gonna launch for Windows.
Right.
Maybe they've been working on it for a while. Hopefully, it's not like, oh hey, we launched it for Xbox and we've been working on it for 2 months and now we're launching it for PC. Yay!
Right. Let's hope so. Let's hope, because I really want to play that game. I had fun with the original Tomb Raider. Well, this Tomb Raider.
Yeah, this reboot. It was pretty fun. Like at the ending I was pretty stoked. When you got the dual wield guns, you're like, oh, spoiler.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. And it'll actually have tombs.
Yeah, is it considered a spoiler when it's already like?
Technically yes. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of games that I haven't played that would be spoiled. God damn it! This empty space on the wall is really freaking. Because I'm seeing myself on the screen and this empty space right now. It's freaking killing me.
You'll be fine. You'll find something to stick up there, like your dignity.
Dignitas?
Dignitas. Oh, Dignitas.
Yeah, but Dignitas.
Isn't Dignitas like gone?
No, dude. They're gonna go to I Am Cologne. But unfortunately,
I Am Colon.
I Am Cologne.
So I Am Cologne.
Basically. uh,
Wow.
out in EU. Unfortunately, Kiwi Kid isn't going to go because he has to attend a wedding in Japan.
Oh, okay.
You see, he had already planned on going, and
Hmm.
then I think it was Team Liquid dropped, so Dignitas took their spot, and Kiwi Kid was like, "But I already had plans."
And that's why he didn't go.
That's why he's not going. Instead, they're gonna take Jez's, who was an 80 carry, but 80 carries support is actually a lot more common than I thought.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yes, sir. All right, next one.
I think you should take this next one.
Which one? The Nintendo, the Valve, or the Radeon?
Nintendo. Oh no, the AMD, the
Oh.
Radeon Visual thing, because that's more on
Well,
your side of the
okay. So
thing.
let's start off here. We all know that AMD and Radeon, the graphics department, kind of split. They're still under AMD, but they have completely separate departments now. So the new graphics department is called Radeon Technologies Group.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they're going back to kind of their ATI structure and model and ingenuity. So, people are pretty excited that they split it off because it means that they might be able to be more competitive with Nvidia like ATI was before AMD
Yes.
bought them.
Yeah.
And coming right now, what they're saying, they haven't announced any architecture changes, any new GPUs, or any new format of the cards or anything. Essentially, it's just small tweaks that are gonna open up the floodgates for monitor refresh rates and the ability for cards to be able to be ran under high resolutions and high refresh rates. For instance, they're saying that they're gonna start launching DisplayPort 1.3 and HDMI 2.0A, I believe. What that means is with 1.3, it gives you a bigger bandwidth for your card to spit out more frames per second at more resolutions. So, for instance, you could have according to the article, a max resolution of 5120 by 2880, which is
Wow.
at at 60 hertz, and that's a lot. And it scales like it's a 4 by 4 by 4, so
Yeah.
it scales completely. It's not like it's dumbed down version over 4 by 2 by 2 or a 2 by 2 by 0.
Yeah.
So it works really great. And what's going to end up happening is that with 1.3, since it had such a huge amount of bandwidth, we're probably going to be able to start seeing 4K monitors at 120 hertz refresh rates.
Jesus, holy crap!
So that's like gaming quality on a 4K monitor, which is nuts.
Dude, that's. I mean, I know it's just gonna elevate the PC Master Race and whatnot, but God, that sounds expensive. Even if it is AMD.
Well, right now there's a 4K, the Acer Predator. I forgot what the name is right now, but it's a 4K 100 hertz monitor for Nvidia with G-Sync, and it's going for 1,400.
How big is it? Like, what's
It's a widescreen 20 something inch panel.
It's not that like super long one.
Yeah, it's a widescreen. It's like a huge one.
Yeah, the one that's like just ridiculously long, right? Like it's not.
It's curved too.
Oh Jesus, man. Well, I mean, it's
Yeah.
expensive and great. I'm cheap. I'll still just stick to 2 monitors.
Right, you cheap bastard.
Hey man, come on.
Just
I'm okay
saying.
with my little Samsung Sync Master.
And yeah, I mean these things are great, but it's like everybody, it's like even people who can afford 4K right now, they're really expensive. The monitors are like $500 at
I bet,
cheapest.
yeah. I mean, honestly, it's overkill, but if you want it, then you want it.
Yeah, I see the appeal of 4K, but at the
If you
same
can afford it
time,
and you want it and you can afford it, that's a big word. You obviously go for it.
yeah, but it's if you can afford a monitor that expensive, you better make sure that you have the horsepower in a PC machine to be able to run the 4K
Well, I mean, if
at
they
high
can
refresh rates.
If they can afford the damn monitor, they better be able to put money into their fucking tower.
Well, you never know. I mean, we do have a friend that decides to put all this money into a PC, but lacks other stuff to complement what he just put in.
Yeah, I know, but we're talking about like $1,000, like $500 to $1,000 monitor.
Well, yeah, it's $1,000 monitor, but what if people are like, oh, I want a 4K monitor, I'm going to spend like $1,200 on it. And what kind of computer you have? Oh, I'm only running like a 780 Ti.
I
It's
bought
like,
this
oh, dude.
gateway off. I bought this gateway on Amazon for $400.
Yeah, it's like it's good luck. You know, you're never gonna enjoy it. You're never gonna really see it. You're gonna have to scale down your games to 1080p no matter what.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, if AMD starts messing with this, now that it will actually compete against NVIDIA, prices will get driven down. You know, healthy competition is going to happen, basically, right?
Right, and that's what we all hope for. That AMD, the Radeon RTG, Radeon Technology, what is it called? Radeon what? Fuck. Radeon Technologies Group. So hopefully they start bringing more stuff and making it more competitive, so NVIDIA actually has to up their game, and you know, prices can go down, or if prices doesn't go down, at least like ingenuity goes way the hell up.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's good, because I believe in the first episode that we did, we were talking about how, you know, having that healthy competition is in the end way better for the consumer.
Absolutely.
But god damn,
So
I don't know. Maybe someday I'll be able to go ahead and get myself 4K.
we all hope one day that we can all run 4Ks with beast graphics at 120 hertz for $500.
I don't know. You think I should just stay loyal to AMD, or should I switch to the NVIDIA side?
It's up to you. I personally don't go with whatever's best at the time.
You do or you don't?
I do.
Oh, I just go whatever's cheaper.
Correct, which so far I think
Well,
is very
I guess I'll be sticking to AMD for a while.
Well, I mean, they both have tiers of, you know, graphics card. For instance, the graphic cards you have is probably the same price as a 950 or a 950. So always weigh your options. It's up to you what you want to get.
Yeah, but the 950 still sells for a pretty penny.
No, it probably sells for around 150.
Nah.
Okay, fine.
Really?
Don't quote me on
I won't.
it.
Nobody else do that. Don't quote him on that.
Correct.
Oh man.
But that's the way a cookie crumbles, sir. That's the way.
That is the way a cookie crumbles. On to the next one.
Yes.
Valve and HTC set to launch their virtual reality headset in April of next year. That's nice. I mean, it's nice. It's okay. It's not great. It's nice.
I always, you know, you always heard the first, you know, VR headset was Oculus. Everybody was hyped about the Oculus, and there's been so much research behind it, and they've been able to fiddle with a lot of the things that, you know, made people sick or it didn't feel real. So both Oculus and Nvidia have been on the top of their game. It's just I'm scared with companies like HTC or Samsung all of a sudden decide, oh, we're gonna jump into the VR thing,
and we're gonna launch it first because we want the market. Yeah, I don't think it's very bright. Honestly, like what Samsung did on top of everything, it's like, oh, you use your phone to do it. I don't like that at all.
That's so dumb. A phone is not built to be viewed like that. So
no, it's gonna burn your eyeballs. It's
gonna hurt. I think it's gonna make you nauseous, dude. I mean, even Oculus and Nvidia have been having a hard time to make the the millisecond different lag time, you know, as minimal as possible, so it feels real and you don't get seasick, well, motion sickness in this case.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Samsung would be like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a Samsung VR, it's gonna go from your phone. It's like, no, dude, just stop. Just stop whatever you're trying to do and save your pennies and put it elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, that's not, obviously that's not our deal, but
it's I can see.
It just seems cheap and lazy on top of that. It's
it does.
Like, basically the entire headset is you're paying for a headset and some connections. And then you're probably downloading an app, and at most you're gonna have some lenses inside the thing, so that, you know, it tries to regulate your phone and split it to, you know, so that it works on both your eyes at any given time. But
right.
I don't know. It just seems like it's a cheap solution, and it's gonna show once the other companies start actually launching their things. I'm more excited for Morpheus over Oculus though.
Morpheus?
Project Morpheus, because they haven't announced the name. It's just, you know, quote unquote Project Morpheus.
Okay.
But basically the PlayStation's VR.
Yeah,
because I feel like they're actually tailoring it to like a place, like it already has it's already a gaming platform, and if they're targeting a gaming audience, that's probably the better platform to target. You know, the better platform to use.
Yeah, maybe, but that's what Oculus was for. Also, Oculus was
True.
for gaming. But I guess one of the major setbacks behind it is always going to end up being, exactly how much VR you're going to get. Is it just going to be your head movement?
I mean, you've seen all the crazy ass like VR. It just is all that crazy VR crap that's out there, like the virtual reality gloves that you could use, their controllers,
it's
and
crazy.
the VR gun, and so you could do first-person shooters. The VR treadmill, which you could run in every direction, and it'll read your jumps if you kind of give it a little push. And like the whole setup looks cool. It's basically like getting the whole VR driving the simulator driving thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
And
I don't know.
and I think that VR is probably going to be best suited for that, for racing games. I think that racing games or jet pilot games or something. I think that's going to be where it's going to be more successful at.
It's going to be successful in anything that's first person. And obviously racing doesn't really matter because you're not going to be a car. But I guess, you could put yourself inside the cockpit.
I don't think it's going to be successful for first-person shooters. It's way too fast of a moving platform for you to accurately be able to track and move your head so fast and pinpoint and all that stuff and raise the...
Get people getting whiplash.
I don't think it's going to be successful, and I only see it being successful in some sort of racing games.
No, if you think about it, yeah, I mean, it would work if it's... I don't know. It's obviously not going to have a DPI, but if there was, like... whatever they call it for the gyroscope, you move your head a quarter inch and it reads like way more than a quarter inch worth of head turn in the game. So if you move from like one side of your head to the other like a natural motion, you actually get a full 360 view. That would be cool.
But can you imagine just moving to the right a little bit and you go all the way around?
Well, I mean, you're gonna use your head as your head basically becomes an analog stick at that point, but that's all it's gonna be. Like if you don't want the monitors, if you want the freaking screens on your face, something's gonna have to be an analog stick. It's gonna be your head,
maybe.
And or you just keep it on the controllers, but then it's just a monitor inside of your face, in front of your face at that point.
Correct. So it's an early technology. I mean, no matter what, it's really early.
I mean, to me though, like I've looked at every single one of them. They all look so fucking bulky, dude. I wouldn't want that shit strapped on my head.
Yeah,
having headphones feels like a bit much sometimes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. That's my argument. Fuck no, that's huge. No.
Well, my headphones are really, really comfortable. So.
Oh yeah, these are pretty nice too. I mean, I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying that. Yeah, I got long hair.
Oh, I know what you mean now.
This thing would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
For dudes with long hair and chicks too, but I mean, I'm just talking about me. I got long hair.
Right.
Sorry again.
Well, I'll see it.
So that's my. I don't know. I just got a beef with that thing, man. It's just.
I think it's gonna be a cool first concept. I think if anybody, maybe Oculus and PlayStation is gonna hit it out of the ballpark.
Honestly,
but
I mean, I keep looking at I keep looking at it, and the more I look at it, the less I like them.
Well, yeah, but that's just the way it looks. You're not gonna be looking at it. You're not buying it because of the looks. You're buying it because of the.
Well, some people are gonna buy it because of the look.
No, they're not.
Yeah, it's first. That's the whole. Your first impressions on the thing. Like if it looks like ass, I'm not gonna buy it. It just looks like ass. You're not gonna buy a phone if it looks like a legit brick, even though it has everything you ever need, technology-wise, on a phone. It looks like a goddamn brick. You're not gonna buy it. Or if it's like a dirty red or something. Like here's this like pink phone with freaking flowers and polka dots and hearts.
I'd buy it.
It has as much power as a Galaxy 6 Edge and 7 Plus.
I'd buy it.
But it's got flowers and you can never get rid of them.
I'd buy it because I could just buy a cover over it.
No, you can't.
Done.
It won't work.
Done.
And then your background screen is always going to have flowers and ponies.
I'm okay with that.
I might be okay with that too, actually.
Right.
But yeah, like it's just first impressions on the gadget, I guess. I'm not liking that. I mean, at this point, you're already spending a lot of money on the tech itself. Just make it a helmet, like a motorcycle style helmet. I don't think anybody would hate on that.
Well, yeah, but then you need the screen to be right in front of it. The screen, I think, is the heaviest part of the Oculus, which is why it's so big.
Yeah, of
To
course
be
it is.
quite honest,
But what
so
I mean is like, well, that's obvious, but like, it's on a strap. You know, like you're gonna have to have the strap on there freaking good. That like okay, look, just me, just me. Again, I have long hair. I know what straps do. I can't wear headbands, and I can't wear like a tight-fitting hat because that shit hurts. So if your straps have to hold the weight of the device in front of your face, you need some sort of counterbalance. You know, that's what I'm saying. You fucking do a helmet. You know, straight up, or just put it on your head, let it just sit on the whole thing. Maybe incorporate it into a headset. You know, so it's a headset plus the actual goggles or whatever. But somewhere else to take some weight instead of it just being a strap across the top of your
I
head.
think Oculus does that. I think Oculus does a headset kind of deal.
Yeah, because I can't imagine putting that on my face.
Well, you can't, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people can, and a lot of people are.
Oh yeah, and they'll love it too. Like it's just not my thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people that agree, as well as disagree. I know. I'm not the only one. There's 7 point X amount of billion people in the world.
Pretty much.
Man.
So how about
Anything else you want to talk about, buddy?
How about that Nintendo? It looks weird. I don't even know if this is true. It just looks weird.
It's like, dude, there's so many things wrong with the damn thing.
Maybe Nintendo's just trying to troll you.
Okay, like I read the article. It could be a number of things. It's an article on Polygon about one of Nintendo's engineers turned in an application for patent. And you look at it, and it looks like it's a controller, and there's 6 buttons for thumbs, and then there's 2 what are those, pentagrams? Pentagons?
Pentagons. Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Whoa. Sorry. There's 2 pentagons, which I mean, honestly, it looks like shut up.
Stupid.
Honestly, it reminds me of back in the day with the GameCube controllers, how you had like the C stick had
Right.
like a similar shape,
Mm-hmm.
which could go for the dual analogs or whatever. But I think the funniest thing is that little image in the middle,
What is it
which
supposed
shows.
to be?
Okay, it's gonna be the number of things it could be. All right, let's start with the first one, the most obvious one. It could be a total troll.
It just seems so trollish, dude.
Yeah. Okay, the picture in the center, it has like a little like fat dude with like stick figure hands and a head or whatever,
Right.
hiding behind a rock, and then there's a giant lizard on the other side. So it looks like they drew this in paint. Honestly, it's got bumpers as well. I forgot to mention that.
It's supposed to be a
and
touchscreen or something like that.
It's
right?
supposed to be a touchscreen, and it could be either another handheld system, which I doubt.
No.
It just doesn't seem like you could fit in your pocket, so I don't think it'd be a handheld. Or it could be, Nintendo's next controller, kind of like the Wii Pad,
Right.
the Wii U gamepad. If this becomes like whatever their NX is going to be called, if it's that gamepad, I'm okay with this though.
I'm not okay with the design look. I'm okay with the design features, like the way it has the 2 joysticks and then the buttons around it, and then kind of like the screen kind of being
'cause
integrated with it. It's cool.
Yeah.
I just
okay. Here's the other
I just
thing.
hope it's not oval. That's it. I just hope it's not oval.
Right?
It's stupid.
I mean, it could be oval.
No,
it just
it looks-
shouldn't. Okay, look, we don't know. This could be a hoax. It could be whatever.
Yeah.
Also, it's not officially Nintendo with the
Oh, yeah,
patent
I saw
application.
the
It's
bottom.
their engineer.
I saw at the bottom update. When reached for comment, Nintendo responded, "We have no comment."
Exactly. So, I mean, it could be a number of things. But I also think it's funny that they use the lizard, because that could also be a monitor lizard.
Or it could be a Bowser.
No, because you know how it might be a touchscreen monitor
Huh,
on the
I get
gamepad?
it.
And there's a lizard called a monitor. So it's in the comments, there's some people that are like, if you look at it like closely, it's the buttons are probably on the touchscreen itself,
Right.
which
It'd be
could
stupid.
be either
Nope, it's
a
stupid.
good thing or a bad
Nope,
thing.
it's stupid.
No. Hear me out.
It's stupid. I played stupid games on the stupid iPhone, and those buttons are so freaking inconvenient. You have no idea.
Okay. Okay. Here's the thing though, because obviously I've played games on my phone too. On a regular touchscreen, it's bad.
Yes.
But if the console, or sorry, not the console, if the controller is designed for the buttons, now you're getting somewhere.
Oh, I'm lost.
Because you're lost, I know, and a lot of people might be. So you got your phone, right? It's a touchscreen. The whole thing is a touchscreen,
Right.
and it's just solid glass.
Right.
You know, but if this is supposed to be a controller, they're not going to release something stupid like, oh, it's full-on touchscreen. You could only use the 2 analog
Okay.
sticks and the touchscreen. They probably already know because they want to. You know, they've already mentioned how they want to jump into the mobile market.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they know that people don't like playing games on a stiff touchpad. Now, if these things are buttons underneath the screen, and it's got like a set of locations where you can move these buttons to, so when you actually touch the screen, it feels like you're pushing a button, kind of like. Do you remember the old school BlackBerry Storm? I think it was.
No.
No, damn. Because one of my old coworkers had a BlackBerry Storm, and every time you hit the screen, it actually felt like you were pushing a button.
Oh, but that was the whole screen, dude. I mean, that would require each individual little button to be like its own individual screen, and that's dude. That's way too expensive for a freaking controller.
Well, no,
It's not gonna happen.
This was a long ass time ago. So I'm thinking if they only had like a specific location for where these buttons are supposed to be. So like when you open up a game, it asks you if you want to configure the controller for whatever reason. I don't know. Next gen console at this point. If it tells you there's these places where you could put the buttons, where do you want to put them? And then you just literally drag them from like wherever to the button location where you want it, right? Then that solves the issue of having a ton of tiny little buttons under the screen. It's like if you have 6 locations to use these things on the right side and 6 on the other side, you're only needing 12 buttons underneath the screen. So that would actually not be bad,
But
in my opinion. You know, because you could set it up to however you want it.
I think. Well, that's just key binding. That's all it is. They
I
could just
know,
do that with the regular buttons then.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, Nintendo, they want to be, they want to innovate. Shit.
I don't think it's gonna happen. It's way too much money, or some sort of flexible screen that doesn't exist yet. And if they try to go the haptic feedback way, the way that freaking Valve went with the
Storm?
Steam controller, it's gonna fail. I hate it. I hate it.
You know what? I
hate it.
actually watched the video about that. There is a lot of ways to customize that controller.
Oh yeah, there's tons of ways.
There's so many ways.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
there would have probably been a custom setting that you'd have been like, you know, this isn't bad. That's pretty good. But okay, I agree. Opening the box with it with you not being able to immediately just jump into something that will let you like calibrate them like right off the bat. Disappointing.
It just didn't work for me. That's why I returned it, and I have $60 on my Steam account.
Hey, why don't you buy a Steam controller?
No, I'll probably buy Tomb Raider when it comes out.
Hey, that's a good idea. You should get me one.
Yeah, your mom.
Whoa,
and,
buddy.
and with that bombshell, we're out of
With
time.
that bombshell, we're out of time.
Yes, sir.
We got 2 minutes before you hit 50 minutes. God damn, we talk too much, man.
You talk too much.
I know, I do. But that's why we're here.
Correct. Well,
That's why I'm with you instead of somebody else who would just like awkwardly shrug every
yeah,
time you said
pretty
anything.
much.
Oh man.
Yeah, well,
So like always, follow us on social media.
correct.
Twitter, Instagram @AngleFurious, @Contron. I think he's over there. I'm not even sure. Maybe over there.
I am.
@AngleFurious, @Contron on Twitter, on Instagram. Don't forget to check us out on OpinionMIA.com, where we're gonna have a few articles on the Nagas and
Correct.
the way they've changed over the years. Because I currently have the 2013 Naga with the little detachable side piece, which I love. And if you want to throw yours up there, you got the 2014, right?
Yes, sir. It reaches.
Yep.
Yes, there it is.
Yes, it do.
2014.
And I'm probably gonna also work on either the keyboard that I got right now, which is the Corsair K70 Vengeance, or we might just stick to the Naga thing. And I got what in my opinion one of the worst that they've made,
But
the Naga hacks.
just save it. Save it and
But we'll see. We'll see.
correct. All right, guys.
All right, guys. With that, we're out.
Thank you.
And peace out.
Bye.